What's going on, everybody? Chef Irie here again, and I'm here in the kitchen. We're going to do something cool for you. We're going to call it leftover quarantine cooking. So, some leftover cooked pasta. I found some crawfish in the freezer, and andouille sausage in the fridge. And of course, the usual accoutrements, garlic, onion, peppers, and all that good stuff. And we're going to put that together, for a real cool dish. It should be good. It should be tasty. Add a little Caribbean vibes to it, some coconut milk, some Scotch bonnet, and make it happy. But of course, we can't, go too much further without a cocktail. Very simple today. We're just having some bourbon. That's all we're having today. Nice and keeping it chill. So, let's make this happen, all right? Let's make this happen. So, real quick, I'm here, South Florida, private chef catering. That's what we do down here. Right now, we keep it nice and small, those 10, 20, 30 people vibes. Hopefully when everything sort of wake up later in the year, we'll be able to do bigger events and, private dinners by Chef Irie. So, look out for those later, hopefully in the summer. And you can get at me, Instagram, I am Chef Irie. Twitter, I'm Chef Irie. Facebook, Chef Irie. LinkedIn, same thing. Website, chefirie.com. All that good stuff. And remember, if you're watching this video, get the book, Taste the Islands. Yeah? Check it out. All right, let's get this started. Pan is already heating, and we're going to add some oil. And this is a canola olive oil blend, all right? And we're going to add some butter. Now, the cool thing about this dish is that, we're going to add a little more butter. It starts off in the same kind of way that you would make an etouffee, because we're using some of the same ingredients. The Trinity, so we got some peppers, and we're going to add that to the pan. And we can add that right now. So we got some onion. We got lots of garlic. Lots of sliced garlic, yeah. We're going to add that. And we're going to add some celery. Yes, nice celery. Ready? Go add everything, Yeah, I'm not waiting for onions to be translucent and all of that. But so let's do that. Make sure the garlic slices are sort of separated so that they all get to cook evenly. Remember now, we're not trying to burn the garlic or anything. We just want the shocking taste of that raw garlic off. I'm going to add the peppers. So I have some diced green and red peppers. All right. And we finish with these, we'll get these out of the way. Clean as you go, or just remove some of the craziness out of your way. So, you won't look so perturbed. All right, remember now I tell you, season as you go. So we're going to add a little of our spice blend here. And then we're going to add just a little bit of sea salt or sea flakes, salty flakes, just a little bit, not too much. But this the sea salt tends to have a little more stronger flavor, so you don't need a lot of it. All right, okay. And remember, this spice blend doesn't have any salt in it, and I say that for a reason. I'm working on some things where I will add some salt to it, but I want to keep it low sodium as much as possible. And this is just something, that I'm starting to develop for me personally, trying to eat a little healthier, high blood pressure in the family, high blood pressure, with black people, hypertension and all that good stuff. So developing something that aids and helps us in the way we eat, I'm all for it. All right? Onions, peppers, celery, garlic. Now we're going to add our andouille sausage. Nice smoked cured sausage. Yes, pork. Yes, I got a thing for the pig, yeah? Me loves me some pig. Yes, I don't have a problem with the pig. No, I don't. No problem with the pig at all. Yes, I grew up with the pigs. Yes, we had a farm growing up. Well, not a farm. You know, farm-like conditions. You know, I grew up on a sugar estate, and my dad and my mom, they raised animals, and we grew, you know, we cropped just for us. You know, so we had pigs, we had goats, I had a cow, I had rabbits. You know, my dad grew, you know, whatever he felt like growing. You know, yam, banana, potatoes, peanuts, yes, scotch bonnet, tomato, we grew it all. Not all at the same time, you right? Coconut, not all at the same time, but we had everything there. You know, so I grew up understanding what all this means to everybody. Farm to table, baby, we knew it, farm to table. Yes, a little more spices. All right, what we gonna add now, chef? Well, you know, I know the andouille is a little, you know, got a little kick to it, but we're going to add a little more kick to it. Half of the scotch bonnet left, so I can't make it go to waste, so we're going to use it up right now. Alright? Yeah, baby. How much of it do you think I should use? We're just going to use a quarter of it, because I don't want it overly spicy. You know, sometimes you think it's not going to be spicy, and guess what? You know, not all scotch bonnets are created equal. Because sometimes you have a bad run on a scotch bonnet and you swear, you know, they're doing something crazy to the scotch bonnet, and you try another one and you think it's not going to be spicy, and yes. Alright, so let's stir this around. Alright. And what we're going to do now is add some flour. We're going to make a little roux. Alright. So add some flour. Not a lot, because I don't really want this to be like overly thick. And we're going to add a little more oil. Alright. So the difference that I think between this and an etouffee is that I'm not really cooking this roux to form any sort of type of color. You know, I don't want it, you know, like, you know, roux brun, you know, no. I just want to be able to thicken up the sauce, you know, once it's made. Alright? Because we're going to, once the sauce is done and everything is added to it, we're just going to add the pasta to it, mix it up, one pot dish, right? You know I like these one pot dishes, right? But trust me, isn't that what quarantine cooking is about? You know, get it done quick and easy. Quick and easy, baby, quick and easy. Alright. So what we're going to do, we got some chicken stock. Should I add it? Yeah. Chicken stock. And we're going to add our chicken stock to our pan. And then we're also going to add some coconut milk. Can't leave my Caribbean out, you know. Yeah. All of it, senor. So, this is going to be a nice, creamy, tasty vibes, and let's just mix that around. Alright, turn the heat up. Ooh, can you smell that freshness of the coconut milk? Oh my god, yes. And we're gonna let that come to a boil, and while we're at it, we're also going to add a little bourbon. Now what I should have done before I added the stock and the coconut milk was add this, yeah, and then add, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna add a little bourbon, a little Maker's Mark, just add a little to it. All right. So while that's going, we have our tomato ready. We also have a little cheese for this dish. Let me take a little sip of this this bourbon right here. So we want to make sure we're going to add some chopped parsley to this dish. Alright. Now, like I said, this dish will come out similar to an etouffee. I just don't have an Cajun seasoning in this. But I do have, you know, like I said, some of the basic ingredients, the trinity, the celery, the peppers, the onion, we got garlic. Yeah, we're going to make you happy. Alright, so let's just chop this up. And in about, I don't know, a couple minutes, probably not another 30 seconds. What I'm going to add to it is some chopped tomatoes, diced tomatoes. I'm going to add another. Let's add the tomatoes now. We can add them now. All right, there you go. Tomatoes in. Let's give that another quick stir. All right. So we just want this to cook for a few minutes. We want the flour taste to cook out of the roux. And we should be on our way. Now, what else am I going to add to this, Chef, you ask? We're going to add some ketchup. Yeah, you could use tomato paste. You know, you could use some chopped or tomato puree. But today I want to use some ketchup because I have some Grace tomato ketchup. Grace tomato ketchup. Yes. Yeah, that is actually how the jingle went. Yes. In Jamaica when I was growing up as a kid. So we're going to add some ketchup to this. I would say about 2 tablespoons. Not a lot. Now, what that is going to do, give me some flavor and also give me some color too. Alright, so we're going to turn this down a little bit. Alright. Oh yeah. And we're going to taste this. So, the chicken stock has some salt to it already. So I don't want to add any more salt, really. And I added a little salt during the saute process. Like I said, season as you go along, build up the flavors. All right. So this is, if you can't, this is what it looks like. Look at that color. Look at that color. Yes. Nice, pretty. All right. Come on with me. Work with me. It is. Now at this point, I'm going to add our crawfish. And this is crawfish that's already picked and it's frozen, bought it frozen, yes. So when crawfish season is finished, yes, it's crawfish season now, but I didn't go out and buy crawfish. Like I said, I had crawfish in the freezer. You can buy this at markets, and for those people who can't find it in the markets, you can always Google and buy a lot of these products offline. Online, sorry. A lot of markets, they're in Louisiana, Texas, yeah, Florida too. So here we go. Add the crawdaddies to this. Awesome. Mix that around, and we're gonna give it a taste. All right. Now, like I said, this wasn't like an awfully thick, but I like the consistency. Usually when you make a roux, and it's a sauce with a roux, and one of the things that I learned when I was in culinary school early, like in sauce making, this is what my professor told me, and I've kept it all along because it works. So get your spoon or a spatula and just run a line to either on your spatula or the back of the spoon. Now, I don't know if you can see. There you go. What needs to happen when you run let's do it again. The line down the spoon, okay? If it was to sort of come back together, it's not thick enough, all right? So we're working, and we're going to let that cook, and we're going to taste. Spoon. All right. Ooh. Oh, wow. Trust me, this is heavenly. All right. Guess what? Without further ado, I don't taste too much of the flour, any of the flour. So that taste is cooked out, cooking. The sauce is sticking up. The flavors is melding. The crawfish and the sausage and everything else, and the tomato ketchup, and I taste a little bit of the bourbon right on the back end. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do: add some of the parsley now, and then we're going to add our pasta. You can use whatever pasta you have, and we're going to add that straight to the pot. There you go. Now we just want to make sure that everything gets incorporated, all right? Look at that. So when you make this dish, you want to make sure that there's a good amount of liquid in the pan after you've added the pasta. So you don't want, when you add the pasta to liquids, especially if you're not going to serve it right away, you know, the pasta tends to, over a period of time, suck up the liquid. So in this dish, when we plate it up, we don't want to just see the pasta just hanging out there dry. All right? And what we're going to do right now, two things. We got seafood in this, so we're going to add a little lemon zest. So this is our lemon, this is our microplane. Yes. Get you one, and you know, food equipment stores. You might not find it in your supermarket like this. Yeah, you can find a grater, because that's what it really is. But it gives you a nice, smooth, micro-ish shave of the lemon peel, orange peel, lime peel, and cheese. Yes. And guess what, folks? I have some Gouda right here. See? There's all kind of goodies in my fridge. All right? And we're just going to shave a little Gouda over this in it to add to the richness of the sauce. Yeah? And guess what we're going to add when we plate it up? Because guess what we're going to do right now? We are going to plate up this dish. Because it is ready. Add a little more parsley. All right? Put that aside. Microplane. Bowl. All right. Now, one of the things. Hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. How quick was that? Look at this. Look at this, people. Oh, man. Turn off the heat because this is done, baby. Of course, you want to make sure you put the crawfish towards the end because the crawfish is already cooked. And you just want for it to heat through and pick up some of the flavors of this pasta. Oh yeah. All right. Let's plate it up, man. Nice and quick. Nice and quick. All right. The cooking part doesn't take long. The prep is not gonna take you a long time either. So grumbling, oh my God, I gotta cut up peppers and onion, and you know what they have in the supermarket these days? If you're that lazy, they got cut peppers and everything. Peppers, onion, tomatoes, celery. You don't even have to do a dang thing. Just go in and buy some. All right. Sprinkle this with a little chopped parsley. All right. And guess what? Oh yeah. We're going to have a little garnishment. You want more garnish. And have some green onion. And yes, and there you go. And then we're going to wipe the edges off of this paper towel. Because we want it to look nice. Gentle people. Once again, Chef Irie in the house with you. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Oh. Right up to the camera, right up to the camera. Delicioso. Yes. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again soon. Hope. Sip, sip, sip. Remember, watch me Monday mornings, Ricky Smiley Morning Show, 9:30. Thank you very much. And one other plug. I also do IG Live on Sundays at 7 o'clock. Yes, IG Live, 7 o'clock. I am Chef Irie, so check me out. People, peace out. Chef Irie in the house. Food and fire experiences.